Alright, so I was trying to cover this song, but I've only like just heard it like a couple days ago. I know it's been out for a little while, and I don't take the new music very quickly, because when I find a song I like, it's like over and over and over again, so, you know, and I kind of knew I was gonna like this song, so I had to like find like the right time and just like delay it. And, I don't know, I just, sorry to be inappropriate to, or whatever, but I saw this girl out there, and she kind of reminded me of this one song. She's kind of, I don't know how to describe this style. It's like, button-up shirt and like the kind of like it's this bandana thing where it's like a, like a necktie, and it kind of goes like that. She's wearing that kind of thing. Like, I was like, wow, okay. And she had that blonde hair. You see, so, not to, but the song, the song goes like that. So I was like, okay, it's time to hear that song. Actually, I didn't know that part. I actually didn't even know that lyric yet. So it's kind of, I don't know, but that girl reminded me of that song, and it just happened to just like fit perfectly. Anyways, I don't know if that's like Southern style or what the heck style that is. I don't know, like, but it's pretty cool though. If you know, like, let me know, because like, anyways, I think I'm in tune. Every time I'm trying to like freaking, for some reason tonight, I'm really falling out. So, it was actually in tune, and then I tried to record this like once, and it didn't quite work out. I'm gonna do it better this time. You see, sometimes this happens. I've never made a guitar tutorial before, and I don't plan to really do this, but, I was trying to cover this song, and I was just not quite there yet. But I really like this song, and I thought I'd try to make a tutorial for it. It's probably supposed to be on the 6th capo fret, on the 6th, the capo on the 6th fret, but I like it on the 5th, so the chords to the verse: G, E, C, I'm playing the add 9, but play normal C, and then back to G. The second part of the verse. Okay, hitting the notes, of course, I ain't no guitar teacher, okay? It's what you gotta do sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm not just gonna sing or whatever, but I like singing, anyways, so, well, whatever. Anyways, but you gotta, okay, hold up. So that was the first part of the verse, first 2 parts of the verse, and then it goes into, I've never actually whistled while playing, so that was probably not good to do that in a guitar tutorial, because now I'm screwing it up. Anyways, the second part of the verse goes like this. You got the A minor, I'm playing the C, add 9 with the C, and then this chord. As far as I could tell, this is what it is. Open B string, and then my freaking dryer is gonna be really loud. I wish I could turn that off. I don't know if that's gonna come through in the recording, but it doesn't always beep that long, too. I don't know what the heck. Anyways, this chord. I'm playing this in the bass, but I don't know. I don't really know what the actual chord is, but as far as I could tell, singing over it and stuff, it sounds alright. If you know it, and it's different than this, let me know. But I think it sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna try to sing it right now. But, see, it's 5 a.m., you see, so okay. And I just learned this like a couple days ago, so. But it's A minor, then the C, then this weird chord. I have no idea. I mean, it's some. I'm not gonna try to guess exactly what that is. Anyways, but sorry, that dryer just like really distracted me. Sorry. I was on a good roll for a second. I thought, kind of. Anyways, that weird chord, and then a different kind of way. And then, so those were the same 4 chords as the verse for the chorus, and then and better rhythm than that, but E, C, D, and then. But on the right note with the whistle, I was on the wrong note. So I'm not singing it yet. I don't know it quite just yet, but let me play that second part of the verse. I mean the chorus. I hope I'm not getting that mixed up this whole time. Oh my. See, I'm not good at speaking. This is why some of us do music, because we literally cannot communicate. So I mean, I don't mean to get dark. No, but seriously though, like I'm not joking. That's what happens to a lot of people. So, anyways, like I'm not the only one that thinks that. I'm not the only one, so it's, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so E, C. That's the wrong rhythm, but shouldn't try to whistle with it. Okay, just without whistling or singing. Sorry, I like singing and stuff, so it's like that's just what I do all day, every day, just for fun. I feel like my rhythm is probably wrong there, but okay. Then it goes back to the verse, so let me play it. That way it's. I mean, you could put an E in the bass. What the heck am I doing? What the heck am I doing, dude? Oh my god. Okay. See, I'm nervous. I've never done this before, so it's like, I played a few songs, and now I'm out of tune. There's no way. There's just no way. There's absolutely no way, dude. Well, fortunately, like, by this point of the tutorial, you probably know it. But, alright, well, pretend we're going to the second verse. I'm not singing it, but. Okay. E minor, C add 9, or C major, A minor. I feel like I missed that chord. No. C add 9. This weird chord. Let me do that again so you know. See, I'm having trouble with that one, oh no. What was it? E. Sorry. See, that's why I can't be teaching, dude. I mean, look, dude. I know the songs. I don't know if anyone's made a tutorial. I didn't see a tutorial for it, so. But, my AC turned on. That's evil, dude. I guess now if I can figure out if it's, like, audible over this freaking recording, or if it adjusts for it or something. Anyways, so, I feel like I maybe made the. It's just not in tune. But I feel like I maybe made the verse a little confusing. So let me do another take of the verse. And let me talk about what would be the last part of the song. Okay. There. That sounds alright. Okay, so the verse. Again. I had an E in the bass with it. Oh no! After all that trying to get a good, I think I got a good enough take of the chorus that, you know what, I shouldn't have tried to, so you don't screw with yourself when you're trying to play a song, otherwise it can get tough. That's one of those things, like, It's just one of those things. Anyways, well, yeah, so let me do that last part of the chorus one more time. Shouldn't even try to whistle it. What am I doing? Because I'm not hitting the right notes. Anyways, well, so the last part, there's a longer part where it kind of lengthens the. Okay, so I don't really know the actual length. I think it's like double. So like, I think I maybe sing it a little bit faster than in the recording, but I don't know what you'd call this part. If it's like a, I don't really know, but it's like that kind of like end part before it. So it does this and then it does the chorus twice. And what I think it does, I actually don't know this for absolute certain, but I know if you sing over it, it works. So, G for like twice the length of the other ones, then twice the length of each one, of each chord that you did before. And then I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to try to sing it and fit it, because see, I have trouble with lyrics, and I don't know, I need to make sure I know it, like I know it, but when I'm trying to do all this, like all of a sudden those kind of get a little harder. So, and I had it written down, but I don't know where I put the notebook for now, so, anyways, that's basically the song. So that, it's those 4 chords, but longer, and I don't know, follow the vocals, and, you know, I think you could fit it. If somebody knows if those chords are actually different for that part, again, let me know, because as far as I could tell, I think they're the same. You know, I'm not too good about like hearing with ear and stuff. I don't trust it. You see, like, I have trouble with it. When I was in music school for a little bit, that was the hard part for me, was like, I'm pretty sure like you got to get over this kind of thing where it's like, you know, trust your first guess sometimes, like when you're hearing an interval or something like that, because when you try to second guess it, it gets tough. So, you know, that's when you start wondering, like, you know, I think over time, not even over time, but I mean, it's pretty easy to get like you know, understand if it's a 4th or a 5th interval. And sorry, this isn't really related to this, I guess, but, you know, when it comes down to it, if you're like a really OCD person, like, you can just like, it should technically be really easy to hear these intervals, but you just don't trust it, you know, and you think, well, I must have heard it wrong, you know. So, especially when the tonality is like a little bit different, the tones are a little bit different, it's like, it messes with you sometimes, like a different piano that sounds a little weird or something. I don't know, sorry, random. Anyways, but yeah, that's the song. G, D, E, C, A minor, C add 9, C, whatever this chord is, maybe it's like a D, A diminished or something. I don't know. I don't really know what that actually is, but yeah, see, I don't know these things yet, but I do know that this chord works. C. Okay. Then E, C, D, G, D, E, C, then G, D, E, C, then